was what you are looking for is within. I think that's what it was. Yeah, got it written down here. So, what you are looking for is within. What does that mean? Well, it means that we look outside of ourselves for answers. We look outside of ourselves for awakening, for, you know, that whole search that we tend to go on to find ourselves. We go outside. We feel like there's something to get, there's something to gain. You know, I say this in a lot of my videos, really. We are already what we are seeking. And how to find that, because I like to be practical. It's to turn inwards. How to turn inwards. It's like a self-reflection is what's just come. If that resonates for anybody. Self-reflection. How do we reflect on the self? Okay. So, the vision goes out. I'll do it this way. So our vision goes out to a world. And we think there's a person and the world. And that's how it's set up. Completely natural. That's how the whole world of duality is constructed by the mind. Survival. I'm separate. I've got to survive in this world. There's everything out there. Some of it's against me. Some of it's for me. And I've got to survive. So I've got to find the bits that work and get rid of anything that doesn't. I've got to protect myself from the things that don't serve me and seek out the things that do. And then once I've gathered enough information and enough... what is that we're searching for? Enough. Knowledge. Enough. Maturity. Enough. Once I've got enough. But of course, the mind is sort of set up as that separate, you know, the idea of a separate person that's never going to find enough. So it's always going to be seeking. So the turning in is the vision changes. Your perception changes. How you perceive. So looking outwards into the world. You bring your attention back. You open it up. And you drop down into the back of the body. It's the best way I can describe it. So then it's not a narrow focus, it's an open focus. And this open focus and the dropping down into the body, the coming out of the head and into the sort of a knowing, a place where you don't need to find anything, get anything. There's nothing else to get. You're already enough. So this knowing, this place of just being. So you see how we're not searching out. We've come back. We've dropped down. And we've opened up. And now it's just a matter of being. And when it's so simple, we miss it. It's just a matter of being where you are. Opposite of searching. Just resting as who you already are. And oh, there's a deer. Sorry. Resting as who you already are. So that's where the going within, you know, you've got all the answers because you are not any different to anybody out there. We're all one. That's what we're sort of pointing to here. That there is only this, just this present moment that everybody is in. No special gurus in any different moment than you are. This present moment is all there is. So everybody's in the same present moment. Nobody is more enlightened than anybody else. It's just that there can be you can be viewing the world through this lens of separation. But actually, when you turn inwards and you open up and you drop down, you are the world, because that in front of you is not separate, it's the whole of you. These are just pointers. Another pointer is what's looking through the eyes. So it's to question from here, what's looking through the eyes. It's that inquiry, what's looking through the eyes, what's already here, what's looking through the eyes. It's dropping that sense of a mind-made person looking through the eyes. What is questioning, but from this place of inquiry, this wisdom that you already have, you know, this knowing. There is just knowing. It's universal knowing, not individual, impersonal knowing. It's infinite possibilities. It's universal intelligence. It's just awake, aware, it's just this. And the reason we say just this, I had another question on that, we may as well just roll into that and make this a bit longer. You know, what is this, just this? Explain just this. Why does everybody say it's just this? It's the easiest pointer because it's just everybody's experience that's right here now, just this. What's here now for you is you open up your focus and you drop down into the body and you don't try and get anything from the outside world. If you already are it, what's here? What's the closest thing to you? What's already here? Just this. So your natural, everyday seeing, sense of being, just awareness, that every day that everybody is in, that everybody is in, is it. It's so easy. I point this out times to people and they're looking for fireworks. I had somebody yesterday. They're like, this can't be, it's too easy. This is it. So just this, that dropping of the separate person, because this is always here. This is what's witnessing the busy mind. Just this, just your natural sense of being. Before you pick up the mind and go on a thought train of I haven't got it yet, just don't pick that up for a minute. Just this minute now, just here with me, just this. That's it. The mind won't get it because it's prior to the mind. That's why we can't describe it. That's why when I say just this, what is just this for you? Just this, without the mind, dropping down, opening up, just this, just this, the closest thing. It's like sticky notes on your face. It's so close. That is your true self. That is enlightenment. Because we all are already. You know, everybody's saying that. We're all one. So nobody's any more than you are. We're all just this, life. Infinite potential. Impersonal awareness. Beingness. Bliss. You know, bliss. So again, yesterday when the lady self-realised, she was like, well, where's the bliss? And the bliss is just a natural arising while you're just in this, without the mind telling you should get something. You see what it is? It's the falling away of the mind, the falling away of the narrator of the story that you're not there yet, causes you to, oh my goodness, it was always here. That's where I was looking from. There's just looking. It's not a separate person looking. There's just looking. And then the separate person is adopted and starts seeking, starts looking for something that it's missing. But it's already here. So what you were looking for is within. It's a turning round. It's how you perceive the world. Perceive the world from the world. You are the world. Instead of perceiving the world from a subject-object, separate person in the world. So it's prior to the mind. So don't use the mind. drop down into the body. Use your natural sense of being. You know, if the mind from here, if the mind starts offering you suggestions, which it will, you just say there is an awareness of, because you are that awareness. There's not a separate person that's aware. It's impersonal awareness. It's just your natural state of being. There is an awareness of thoughts. There is an awareness of racing mind. You always are this awareness. You always were aware of the racing mind. You would just felt you were the racing mind. But you are aware of the racing mind. And I think if you look back, you could see there was somebody witnessing the racing mind all along. So this is quite a funny, quite a different video for me. It's quite sort of chatty and not so sat in presence. But it's because somebody asked me a question and this is how answers come out. You know, normally my videos I just sit in presence and chat from presence, but obviously I still am presence because we all are presence. But it's more flowing through the personality, flowing through the flavour of Colette. That makes sense. Yeah. Just know that everything and anything, everything is within, because you are everything. There's nothing to get. You already are it. Hope this helps.